Duggar news. This family member accepts they broke courtship rules. Got physical before wedding. The Duggar news followers know that the infamous family had to abide by many strict norms while growing up. One of them was to abstain from any physical form of intimacy before marriage. In fact, during courting periods, the most they could do was side hug their significant others. Many viewers would find these rules ridiculous and too uptight. Well, since Josh Duggar's arrest, many siblings from the family have come up to confirm that not everything was perfect in their family. While many sisters have talked about their traumatic childhood, some opened up about not abiding by all the IBLP norms. One such family member also opened up about something major on their social media space. Duggar news. Joy-Anna has hinted about breaking courting rules. Joy-Anna once went to a podcast to talk about the courting period she had to deal with. As per Duggar News house rules, the family had to always have chaperones when anyone was courting. So once Austin totaled his truck and almost lost his life. So Joy-Anna went to him and held onto his arm a little bit longer. Her chaperone, Justin, noticed this. Soon, Justin complained about this to Jim Bob, and the latter was rather upset. Well, viewers were not surprised after finding out the patriarch of the house behaved that way. But it was astonishing that even after someone was on the verge of losing their life, all Jim Bob cared about was them violating courtship rules. It turns out Austin hinted at one more rule break. Duggar news. Austin got candid about another major rule break with Joy-Anna during courting period. Lately, Joy-Anna Duggar, her husband Austin Forsyth, and their kids are in Los Angeles with sister Jingar and her husband Jeremy. They invited the former couple over for a podcast. It was a wholesome session. However, a Redditor ended up spotting something spicy. They said how Austin talked about sending their chaperone Justin to another room when they had to talk. Since then, Duggar News fans have been trying to read too much into it. They believe Austin was suggestive while saying this and implied more than hand-holding must have happened instead of talking to his partner. Some didn't believe this. They feel Joy-Anna must have abided by the rules as she mentioned how Austin was her first kiss, and it happened at the altar. There is a lot of confusion about Austin's statement. Many also feel Joy-Anna must be reserved about her personal moment, as the rules only seem to apply to women. Many are trying to figure out if Austin genuinely said what he said, or if it was suggestive. The Reddit thread is divided into two sides. Some believe they broke the rules, while others feel they didn't. What do you think many have happened? Tell us how you feel in the comments section below. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for more news about Duggar News family members. Joy-Anna Duggar's husband Austin says he took a lot of heat for not wanting son's birth filmed. Joy-Anna Duggar's husband Austin Forsyth was against TLC filming her labor and delivery for Counting On. I don't remember us having really big, like, oh no, y'all can't show this or whatever, but we did push back about having Gideon Forsyth, 31, said of his eldest son's birth on the Wednesday, February 19 episode of the Jingar and Jeremy podcast. I didn't want any film crew there. I took a lot of heat for that. Joy-Anna, one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children, married Forsyth in 2017. The pair welcomed son Gideon in 2018, daughter Evelyn in 2020, and son Gunnar in 2023. That's something which Joy-Anna's sisters, Jessa and Jill, I believe, had already had Spurgeon and Israel on the show, so I should have thought about it, he recalled. It's not something that, as a single guy, crossed my mind like, one day, I'm going to have to make the decision if I'm going to have the network with cameras in our face. There's a lot you just don't know how to navigate. Joy-Anna Duggar isn't done having kids after welcoming third child with husband Austin Forsyth. Everyone is asking me. According to Forsyth, dealing with TLC contracts helped bring him and Joy-Anna, 27, even closer as a couple. "She's everything I could have dreamt of and way more," he said. "It's amazing that you think you know what you need, and then God slowly reveals who you actually need. She's the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me outside of salvation." Joy Anna's courtship with Forsyth was featured on the family's TLC docuseries, culminating in their wedding. For Forsyth, it was an adjustment to being featured on TVA. "I didn't really trust the producers or the camera guys, not that the camera guys really had anything to do with the production," Forsyth claimed. "I remember the producer telling me, 'It used to be so hard getting stuff out of you, and you always seemed like we were trying to trap you, or you always would think a long time about your answers, and we just wanted something spontaneous.'" Every time a Duggar child broke their family rules. Jingar wearing pants and beyond. While Forsyth isn't sure why he acted so guarded during his initial filming experience, he did want to really be careful with his words when and if they were being recorded for television. Since Counting On ended in 2021, Joy Anna and Forsyth have enjoyed a more private lifestyle away from the limelight. "It feels like a different life, almost," he told sister-in-law Jingar Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Volo, on Wednesday's episode. "Like, we have 3 kids and just so much has happened over the last 5 years. It's like, wow, I guess we did do that." Anna Duggar has a controversial new job while Josh rots in jail. Reading time, 3 minutes. Anna Duggar has a job. It's controversial, and it's unclear if it's enough for a family of 8. As much as many people would love to see Anna Duggar go scorched earth on her in-laws, that's not looking likely. Instead, she's seemingly remaining as demure as her cult upbringing demands. So, instead of penning a scathing tell-all that could support her and her 7 children, she's landed a much more controversial job. Anna Duggar has a controversial new job. Mother of 7, Anna Duggar lives in Tontitown, Arkansas. She is awaiting the release of Josh Duggar from federal prison. She's going to be waiting for a long time. Thankfully, Josh will remain behind bars where he belongs until 2032. Anna is still living in a warehouse on Jim Bob's compound. None of this is the life that she envisioned, but then, members of this cult seldom get to make real decisions in their lives. That goes double for the women. According to a report by the U.S. Sun, Anna Duggar now has a job as a dog breeder. In May of 2024, she filed for a business license. The operation is Golden Grove Pups, LLC. Her new job is breeding golden retrievers, which has led critics to characterize Anna as running a puppy mill. Who would buy dogs from Anna Duggar's alleged puppy mill? Though Anna has not publicly linked herself to the business, there are clear ties. The U.S. Sun even found video of the puppies inside the warehouse where Anna and her 7 children live. But the question remains, who would buy these puppies from Josh Duggar's wife? Without seeing her business records, we can only speculate. But like a number of longtime Duggar watchers, we know how the cult generally operates. Members of the Duggar family and their church often lack any sort of real education. What they lack in actual academic knowledge or qualifications, however, they make up for in connections. So Jim Bob and other people, usually men, with money buy from each other, hiring each other's offspring. This keeps everyone part of and dependent upon the cult. Perhaps members of the Duggar church are buying the dogs, or maybe people are buying them without knowing that they come from Josh Duggar's wife. There's more news from Tontitown. The report from the U.S. Sun also details that Anna continues to subject her children to homeschooling, which is something that the United States government unfortunately still permits. Anna has been seen bringing her sons to basketball games weekly and watching them play from the stands, a source shared. She socializes with people and appears to have made friends with basketball parents. Notably, it seems that only the boys get to play sports. It's likely that Anna is raising her daughters to be wives and daughters, and nothing more.